Welcome to the podcast of School Beyond Limitations. In this podcast, you will learn how to guide your child through their school life with the intention to help them find their unique essence that will allow your daughter, your son to live a fulfilled and meaningful life. Why do we call School Beyond Limitations a school with lifestyle? My name is Dr. Martina Jomin. I'm the co-founder, CEO, and the developer of the school model of School Beyond Limitations. And if you would like your child to live a meaningful life, then this is the channel for you. So at School Beyond Limitations, we don't even say it's just a school. It is a lifestyle. Why are we saying that? It's a lifestyle because at School Beyond Limitations, we are educating the entire holistic being of each student. This is embedded in our model. So basically, we want our students to understand that certain aspects of being human need to be nurtured all the time. Of course, from an academic point of view, we know reading, writing, mathematics, inquiry, as we already mentioned a number of times. But the holistic education is much more than that. And one of it is also the physical education. So what are we doing at School Beyond Limitations? We embed physical education in each session. Of course, not having only 3 hours of lessons in the morning. We also have afternoon lessons, but there is much less of, so to speak, contact time within School Beyond Limitations. But we teach and model our students and ourselves that moving around and moving and doing physical exercise is essential for well-being. So this is something that we do every day. And on top of that, we invite our students to extend their physical exercise to the afternoon, to after school and before school. We embed routines such as, going out and go for a run in the morning, participating in marathons in the long run. So we model that. We tell them this is part of life in order for you to live a healthy life. And one feature out of that is that which we call SBL on the move. Each month, each class or classes, volunteering classes, create a physical exercise calendar for each day that can be practiced individually at home. Also parents can take part in it, but it's just this kind of understanding that physical exercise needs to be part of my daily lifestyle. And that's the physical aspect. And then there are other features that we embed at School Beyond Limitations, and that's the feature of meditation and mindfulness. And that's related to nurturing the spiritual and also emotional part of being a human. And what are we doing there? We meditate every day. We do mindfulness exercises every day because we want ourselves and our students to understand that in the silence, the responses of our questions may be already there. And it helps us to just pause. If I'm pausing now, just for a few seconds, it gives a different energy. It makes me understand that now I'm nurturing the spirit. Now I'm nurturing my energetic level. I'm now not always just upbeat in the sense I'm just mindful. I'm just reflective. So this is something that we do every day. We want our students and ourselves to understand it's not just about action, action, action. Yes, it's a busy life. And the more our students are exposed to the busy life on their cell phones, on their digital devices, and ourselves, then we realize it's always just about doing, 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 doing. And it's not just about doing, because if I'm only focused on the doing, I forget about the being. And if I forget about the being, then I'm actually cutting the connection to my inner source, which I call inner source. It's this inner knowing, it's the creativity within ourselves. And if I'm in this modality of, quiet, calm beat, then there's quietness. There can be also sometimes boredom. Our students and the young people and ourselves, we have forgotten what it means to be bored at times. And I believe that boredom, not extended boredom, not always being bored, but moments of not knowing what to do, if we transform that into just a mindful moment, okay, I pause, I breathe in and out, and I just sense myself and perceive what's going on within myself. So, this is also what we are doing at School Beyond Limitations. That's also a lifestyle. And that also is connected with a physical aspect where we also invite our students to care about what they eat, what they drink. At our residential weeks, it's not easy. It's often a challenge because students come to us who are used to drink Coke all the time, who are used to drink soft drinks all the time, who are used to actually fill, their stomach at any time and with sweets and stuff like that, or it's forbidden to them. And then when they have a moment where they are not with the parents, they may do it even more. So we really take care of that so that it's not easy, but we help them understand that the main liquid that we should intake and that we never stop intaking is water. And that they develop a relationship with their food, not with food that's processed, but food, real food that is growing in the garden, real food where they can cook, where they can select ingredients, where they understand where the ingredient is coming from and how they cook it and they put it together. And we invite the students to actually trial it out by themselves and understanding that they can create the best food by themselves. So that's also what we invite them to do and what we do. And what we do during our residential weeks whenever we can. It's not easy for sure. And then that's again lifestyle, right? And lifestyle is also making time, social aspect, making time for myself, making time for other people, and understanding that I'm embedded in a context, that it's not only about myself, it's about myself in the sense of taking myself seriously, but at the same time, taking others the same seriously. So what does that mean? I'm opening up a space where I invite students to listen to others, to give feedback to others, to be there as a member of this context, so that they see that they have a certain responsibility as well. It's not just taking, it's giving, taking, giving, taking, giving. And on top of that, of course, lifestyle. That's part of also of, nurturing my mind, my mental state, nurturing my mind with a mindset that is actually uplifting, a mindset that sees possibility, not a mindset that we may call toxic positivity, because toxic positivity can also cause a lot of harm sometimes, because we do not understand that we have lots of different emotions. It's about understanding our emotions. It's about emotional education, where I embrace the variety the different the differentiation between the emotions, and where I do actually understand it's okay that I'm sad at times. It's okay to be angry. It's okay, but where is the anger coming from? Where I start again in a reflective and mindful and conscious way to look at emotions from a perspective of non judging and not saying I always have to feel happy at any given time. It's something which is not possible because we are human beings. But I can be acknowledging, and I can, if I acknowledge my emotions, then I already take away, this intensity from the emotions because I actually give them the attention that emotions need to have. And then I bring them back to a level of pragmatism, of understanding, okay, where is it coming from? I look at it. I can speak it out with somebody, or I can speak it out in my journal. That's also a feature of lifestyle at School Beyond Limitations. We journal, we express it, and that allows me, by expressing it, it allows me to reflect on it and to shift again in my way of looking at things. The perspective is shifting completely, and I may say, I'm not thankful necessarily all the time about being sad, but I may say, yes, this sadness has taken me forward, and I'm yet thankful for it because it showed me some aspects of myself that I may not have given any attention beforehand. So it's this emotional education, it's the spiritual education, it's the physical education, it's the academic education, and it's also the understanding, as I said before, of being embedded in a bigger picture, and that I'm a part of a team, a part of a nucleus, as I may call it. And that, of course, takes me towards the understanding that this is not just school. And how can I eventually say there is school and there is life, if school is life and life is school? Yeah, that's very important to embrace. And that's why School Beyond Limitations is a lifestyle. And it's part of what I think, what I do, what I say, what I feel, what I listen, and what I give attention to. Because if I'm exposed, for instance, thoughts such as you can't do this and can't do that, or this is too difficult, or this is, anyway, somebody who tries to manipulate me or tries to make me change gear or whatsoever, then if I've embedded this into myself, I would actually take the time to study it in more detail by myself without taking a stance straight away. I would collect all the little details that are needed, and then I'm able to, in my moment of silence, and I may go into my own authority if we are thinking in terms of, also bringing in the aspect of human design, if I know where my authority lies, and then I will see what the right decision is for me, for my family, for whomever. So that's why School Beyond Limitations is a lifestyle, and is really considering everything. And those students and those families who are coming along with us, they see it that way. And that's where we intensify our collaboration and our, understanding about one another. And that's where then students just, blossom. And if you are into finding an environment like this for your daughter or your son, then this is the place for you. School Beyond Limitations is not just a school. As mentioned before, School Beyond Limitations is lifestyle. You find it also in all our hashtags because we believe in that. And if you start being open for such a different way of looking at life, and we are certainly not, the only ones, but as a school, we are the only ones. And if you want that also for your child to happen, then please get in touch with us, because imagine what happens if this is already embedded from the very beginning of the school life within your child. I mean, you will not face any such thing as unlearning from conditioning. It's a lifestyle. You grow within a context that is respectful. You grow within a context that supports you. It's being together with like-minded people, being together with like-minded adults and the students with like-minded families. They can connect with one another, and you can just imagine what can be created out of that. I'm just thinking now of one of our students. I mean, there are many, many examples, but one of our students is so fascinated, has been with at School Beyond Limitations now for 5 years, and he is so extremely fascinated by what he has been learning through School Beyond Limitations, that his lifestyle has completely changed, and he wants School Beyond Limitations to become a physical school in a nation country. So this is what I'm saying. As children and teenagers, they see the value of this lifestyle, and they want other people to have this possibility as well, and go the extra mile by not only talking about this, but also by reaching out to potential investors that could support this model. And this is what's happening just right now. And I'm so extremely proud of this student. I'm proud of all the students, but I'm proud of the student and of those students who actually put this mindset or move on with this lifestyle in their lives also, after they've been with us. And if I'm talking with alumni, they always say, they still feel like being connected with School Beyond Limitations, because School Beyond Limitations showed them that friendships are there for lifetime, and that what we are doing is actually valuable for their everyday's life. At School Beyond Limitations, we support our students find their unique essence. Feel free to share the content of this podcast with other parents. We are here to show that your children can indeed bring their unique essence into life. So, reach out to us if you think that this is what you'd like your daughter, your son to experience, or apply through our website. Also, leave your comments, your questions, or your review about the podcast. Share it with others. And as you know, sharing is caring. Trust and you can see.